Bondi needs to be impeached and disbarred. Not only has the DOJ failed to investigate the 3 Trump officials who have obvious connections to Epstein, but they have failed to communicate with the known and identified victims in this case. And both of those acts are separate and distinct acts of prosecutorial misconduct and professional misconduct. On top of that, we've just learned that she has known connections and ties with Keith Frankel. He's a longtime Epstein associate, and here he is standing next to our beloved Attorney General Pam Bondi, along with Mark Pentecost, who is a multimillionaire venture capitalist, weirdo guy. This is a crew of like multi-generation Floridian folks, all have long ties to the Southern Florida community in which Epstein flouted around in for many, many, many years. This is a conflict of epic proportions. Not only do we have Pam Bondi engaging in serious prosecutorial and professional misconduct with the DOJ's failure and refusal to investigate Trump's top officials whom he appointed with known ties to Epstein, but we now have Pam Bondi with an obvious conflict, a glaring conflict with a potential witness and potential perpetrator, clear perpetrator really, because the relationship between Frankel and Epstein was not innocuous and it was not light. If you go to the Instagram page for Mark Pentecost, you won't find this post up there anymore. It is now gone, but believe it was there. Somebody was sharp enough to get a screenshot of it, thankfully. This is just confirmation here that you can see this movie is definitely happening, definitely happened. Again, just more confirmation for you that this is 100% real. You can see the dates. Oop, let me move over here for you. March 24th. This is still up, so you can see that they really were filming this movie on that day, and she really did go to the set that day with Keith Frankel, and they really did take that picture on that date. And here's the movie they were filming, Florida Wild. Still no release date. We don't know when it's coming out. And Miss Pam Bondi has got her own IMDb page now. She's known for Florida Wild. We don't know what she's playing. We don't know what her role is in this film. Yeah, she's a big star now. Back to Keith Frankel. This was Keith Frankel's former Palm Beach home that he sold about 6 years ago, obviously for a pretty penny. And this is where his home was. They were literally 5 minutes on the street from each other. And from the documents that we can see that have not been redacted that are available in the Epstein files we've been provided with so far, he shows up just his full name. I mean, this is just his full name. You could go and probably break that up and, do just his email and do just Frankel and do just Keith and other things and see what you could come up with. But his full name alone comes back with 460 hits. So we're talking about a major player here, key witness, probably perpetrator. And I know a lot of people are seeing the emails go around that are talking about body boxes, and it sounds crazy and scary and creepy. A little sigh of relief. The body boxes are not what they sound. They are about body sculpting things. Frankel has VitaQuest, his company. He's into like weird health stuff. I don't know what they were working on, some kind of business deal involving Victoria's Secret models and body sculpting boxes, and I don't know what they were doing. A couple different deals going. There's some other emails about some other contract they were trying to work on that, again, like I said, involved Victoria's Secret models. So that was what that was about. Not what it sounded like, but goes to show that they had a very close working and personal relationship. They were in business and pleasure together. And then here we have just another email showing just how close they were. They were so close. They were like, bring your dad to a urologist appointment level close with each other. Frankel's dad had a urology appointment or something like that, and Epstein offered to take his dad to the appointment. So these guys were super, super close for years, like literally lived 5 minutes down the street from each other, and also both had places in New York. So because they both had places in New York and they both had places in Palm Beach, they would go back and forth with each other. So sometimes they'd be in Palm Beach, sometimes they'd be in New York, and whenever they were in each other's wherevers, they would be like, oh, you there, come over. So it was a constant like with each other, either in New York or Palm Beach. And we have a lot of emails like that. And then we see some more creepy things. I like making new friends. Great meeting with so-and-so. Did you see so-and-so? So, the fact that these names are redacted would suggest that they're probably victim names, right? Again, lived just a few minutes down the road from his Palm Beach house. You know what was going on at the Palm Beach house. We know that that was the first source of his charges that in the late 2008-2009 time period. Obviously, Franco was very close with him during that time. Most of these emails were coming through following that period in the 2010-2011 time frame. So this is all very, very concerning. And the fact that we've got Miss Bondi. This isn't Miss Bondi's first conflict. She's had a conflict long before she ever took this role. Many, many years back, she took a very large donation from Trump. When she was AG in Florida, she had the mind to begin an investigation into Trump University. Well, Trump caught wind of that. He didn't like that, and he made a nice little donation to her. And suddenly she changed her tune. She changed her mind. And ever since then, she's just been quite the Trump lover. She has very, very deep Florida roots. She calls herself a fourth-generation Floridian, in fact. And all of these people have deep Floridian roots, Epstein, Franco. So I think what we can say with some level of certainty at this point is that Pam Bondi was 100% cherry-picked, hand-selected by Trump because of her deep Floridian roots, because of her ties to Frankel, because of her ties to the Palm Beach area, because he knew that she would have the fire in her belly to protect them with a fierceness like nobody else. And she has certainly proven that. But today, right now, is the time for her to have to step down. Ms. Bondi, your time is up. It's time to go. Not only do you have a conflict, but you have failed in your duties as a prosecutor, as the lead prosecutor of the United States of America. You have failed to investigate the crimes committed by those who have been accused, that have been clearly described in the evidence that has been placed before you. You have failed in your duties as a prosecutor to communicate with the identified and known victims of these crimes. And in doing so, both of those things, you have violated your ethical obligations as a licensed attorney in the state of Florida, and you should be disbarred immediately.